Do you want to talk to the people who hear voices they can't control? Or do they want to talk to you? They exist out there. You can't avoid them. You can't destroy them. But perhaps you could help rearrange those voices into a more pleasant rhythm, one where the voices are unified and not fighting amongst each other to be heard. Is it possible to orchestrate them? The music is playing, the rhythm is pulling. Voices in the head are just thoughts. The unorganized thoughts are sounds that disturb them. Sometimes the unorganization is so loud, it prevents them from thinking straight. When left in silence, they start to think again. The thoughts come about. After some time, the thoughts they have start to overwhelm them. Like a paralysis by analysis type of situation. They are just overthinking while sitting for too long. Now that the thoughts have become out of control, it is much easier to distract themselves with external noises, such as media, movies, TV, YouTube, books, music, news, and literally anything else. This could also be friends, family, and even enemies. They would sometimes rather listen to them than the cacophony of disorganized voices within their own minds. Yet, they can get better at controlling them, if they can get better at organizing them. If they do it well enough, they can turn the noise into a choir, one that chants their name, urging them forward, unified and beautiful. This is a dance, one where they are in control of this dance, less likely to stumble, less likely to fall and hurt themselves. But there are those who will never learn to control the voices. Let's call them the damned. The damned can't govern their own thoughts, nor will the damned ever take responsibility for them. Sometimes it's hard when every thought feels like it's already been thought before. Why claim ownership of an idea if it wasn't truly you? Boss, to begin with. A thought is just something passed along, drifting from one mind to the next. This dance is just metaphorical. The music, too. It's the orchestra of voices in your head, competing to be heard. You get to adjust the volume of each voice until you land on something you'd like to dance to. Imagine the absolute best music in the world, something most people would call good, something they'd love to dance to. Now imagine the absolute worst music in the world, something most would call bad, something they'd avoid. And yet, there will always be those who love the bad music and despise the good. This mirrors how we perceive reality. The voices in our heads, our own thoughts, arrange themselves into what we call a good or bad experience. But good and bad are just preferences. It's our dance. And I'd rather be the one leading it, whether you think my steps are graceful or clumsy. Are you dancing to your own rhythm? Or is it one that was chosen for you? Mwahaha.